So far, more than half of the people in South Dakota have gotten at least one dose of the COVID vaccine.
But there is a portion of the population who's not fully on board with getting a shot. Many of them have concerns about what the vaccine can do to their body.
In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Tom Hansen explores one of the most often cited concerns by people who are avoiding being vaccinated.
The word vaccine comes from vaccinia, which is a family of pox viruses. Vaccines have been around since 1796, when, as the story goes, English doctor Edward Jenner first used pus from a young lady's cowpox sore to inoculate an 8-year-old boy against the similar but more deadly smallpox. Vaccines have come a long way since then.
Okay, have you relax your arm just a little bit?
Two of the newest vaccines developed for COVID-19 are called mRNA vaccines. The Moderna and Pfizer vaccines were fast-tracked into production, but the science has been studied for 2 decades. Because they involve RNA, there's been a lot of speculation on various internet sites that the vaccines could have a lasting impact on a person's DNA. Every doctor we talked with debunked that theory. And they don't just say it's highly unlikely, they say it's impossible.
There's no concern about incorporating that into your DNA.
It doesn't get into your DNA. It doesn't affect it. That's really not how it works.
So it really cannot incorporate into the DNA or change the DNA, because it never even enters that center part of the cell where the DNA lives.
The mRNA cannot actually change your DNA. It's simply impossible.
At Sanford's Imagenetics building, genetic research and genetic care are ongoing. Dr. Cassie Hayek is a clinical geneticist.
What's been so incredible about this is that using mRNA vaccines actually is a way to create a vaccine much quicker than we ever have before. So even though we got that vaccine out there quickly, the science behind it has been around for a long time.
The science behind it works like this. The messenger RNA enters the outer portion of the cell, delivering instructions on how to produce the spike protein. The cell produces the spike protein and sends it out. The body's immune system detects the spike protein and creates antibodies. So if you're exposed to the real virus later, your body will recognize the spike proteins and prevent the virus from using them to get to your cells. The mRNA in the vaccine does not have the key needed to enter the cell nucleus, which contains our DNA.
When you think about where DNA is in the cells, it's in the nucleus of the cell, kind of the brain of the cell. The mRNA vaccine never enters that nucleus. The mRNA goes into kind of that area around the nucleus to give the cell instructions to make this model of the spike protein, and then it degrades. And it's not that this is something new. That's what mRNA does. It tells the cell how to make a protein, and then it degrades.
The mRNA only stays in our bodies for 1 to 2 days, and this is why we need 2 doses of the vaccine to build up the antibodies.
The molecular geneticist.
Dr. Hayek says conventional vaccines take much longer to develop, so there's no doubt in her mind that the mRNA vaccines are saving lives.
That rapid development is truly one of the greatest benefits of mRNA vaccines. When you have a pandemic like this, time is of the essence. Every day means lives. So you really need to have a way to manufacture these quickly, and that's what the mRNA science allows us to do.
Hayek urges anyone who has doubts about the safety of the vaccine to talk to their doctor. She says she can understand why some people are hesitant, but as a clinical geneticist, she sees mRNA vaccines as the improved new normal.
And so I think we can all feel really comfortable that this is a safe and effective mechanism for helping us fight this pandemic.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Tom Hansen.
Scientists are already working on the new mRNA technology, which could hopefully lead to better flu vaccines and vaccines for illnesses like herpes and malaria.